Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. So I asked you guys which princess cake you would like to see me make next, and although Captain Marvel is not a princess, I got so many requests from you guys to make a princess cake using Captain Marvel, and I thought, why not? So that is exactly what we're gonna be doing today. As you can see, I have my Captain Marvel swag over here. We've also got her little cat, Goose, in a little backpack over here. Look how cute. Oh no. Someone may have already gotten Captain Marvel Lego set. And again, look at here, the little characters. It has her and her little kitty Goose. Before we get started, let's just cover some bases. One is Captain Marvel doesn't usually wear a dress. She was a pilot and she wears this awesome like superhero bodysuit, and it's got these cool boots and stuff. So I'm going to take her suit and kind of come up with a dress based on her suit. So if she ever wanted to be a princess cake, she could. She could do whatever the heck she wants. All right, so today we are gonna be making a Captain Marvel princess cake. Let's get started. The recipe that we're making today for the Captain Marvel cake is going to be a blueberry cake recipe. I thought that this would be a perfect fit because when she bleeds blue. Her blood isn't red, it's blue. So when you cut into the cake, it will be this beautiful blue color. I'll be listing all of the ingredients and the measurements in the description down below, so if you want to follow along and use this recipe, please feel free to do so. The first step is going to be making a simple blueberry jam over the stove. This is from scratch. If you have blueberry jam in your pantry, you can use that as well. So just take your blueberries and some sugar over to the stove. In a medium-sized sauce pot, pour in the blueberries and the smaller measurement of sugar. Mix it together and turn your heat to medium. Let your blueberries cook for about 30 minutes, making sure to stir occasionally. When the jam is thick and there is very little liquid left, carefully remove from the stove and set off to the side to cool. We let our blueberry jam cool over here in a bowl, so it's right there. And now on to our next step. We are gonna whisk together our dry ingredients, and I know what you may be thinking, whoa, Ro, this is a lot of ingredients. And yes, you are correct. This recipe was tripled because we are technically making 3 cakes. The Princess Pan has 3 different pans, so this is a 3-cake recipe. All right, so we're gonna go over here to the dry ingredients in a large bowl. We're gonna mix together our flour, baking soda, and salt. Then whisk together till well combined. This is so much dry ingredients. Oh man. I'm all done with the dry ingredients, and I'm just gonna push these off to the side so I have a little bit more room to work. Ooh, here we go. Usually right now is when I cream together the butter and sugar, and that's exactly what we're gonna do, but we're also gonna be creaming together the shortening. So into a large bowl, you're gonna scoop in shortening, some butter. I like to leave it out at room temperature so the butter's nice and soft. It makes it easier to cream, and sugar. Ooh. Then, using an electric hand mixer, mix together until everything is light and fluffy. It'll kind of look like clouds. Sugar butter clouds. Ooh, look at that, nice and fluffy. Now you're gonna add 6 eggs. Remember, that's because we're making 3 cakes. This recipe is for 3 cakes. So add them all in. It's the yolk and the egg white. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. 6 eggs. There we go. And once again, mix it up. Our eggs are all mixed in, and now I'm gonna be adding a little bit of blueberry extract. Oh, I just got cake on me. This is just gonna give the cake a punch of extra blueberry flavor. We're already gonna be putting a bunch of fresh blueberries in here, but this will just give it a little bit more. If you like blueberries, this is a great recipe. All right, let's pour that in. Oh, it smells so good. And mix it up. Because this is a big recipe, this is a lot of ingredients, I'm gonna be mixing them together in portions. So I'm gonna start with flour, and I'm gonna add about 1/3 of the dry ingredients to our butter egg mixture, then mix it up, then add all of the buttermilk and milk, mix it up, a little bit more flour, mix it up, our homemade blueberry jam, mix it up, and some flour, mix it up. All of the blueberries are mixed in. This looks so good. This could make the world's largest blueberry muffin right now. And I'm gonna be adding a little bit of blue food coloring. Now this color is a little bit aqua. I think it's like aqua blue, also known as teal. We read the label, that's what it's called. Teal dye. Now I'm adding this because I want it to look like her blood from the movie. I know that sounds a little gory, but I mean, this is what it looked like. It was like this bright tealish blue. Looked pretty cool. Okay. Oops. Here we go, let's mix it in, and then I'll go wash my hand. Usually I love using an electric hand mixer for everything because I like to feel the consistency. This is the one case I could have used a stand mixer, I'm gonna be honest, and maybe I will in the future. We are hitting that point where I'm just baking so much, and this is so much batter that if you have an electric stand mixer, I would recommend. Listen to that, the motor's gonna break. Oh, look at that nice blue color. That's what we want. It's on me. Oh! Ah! No! I'm just gonna take a minute, but I think that this awesome. Ooh, what's this? I've got a Captain Marvel glove. Singular. I only have one and it's a kid size, so it's really tight. But I thought this could help me pour the batter into the 3 pans. So far, I've made quite a mess, as you can see by my thumb. Give this video a thumbs up if you like to see Ro getting messy and baking in the kitchen. The blueberry cake batter is all done. It's ready, and now I've just got to evenly divide it between these 3 pans. I've sprayed them with a little bit of oil. You can use whatever you have at home to grease them. You can grease them with butter or cooking spray, whatever you have. Okay, so, whoa! I don't, oh my gosh, it's motion sensor. What? I didn't know that. Okay, here we go. Now we're just gonna pour the batter. Oh, this is where having a helper really does come in handy, but Molly's still recovering from the baby. I'm getting pretty epic sound effects going on right now. Oh my gosh, can we add explosions and planes and just action sequence right now as I'm pouring in batter. Boom, explosion, we need explosions. Definitely lightning. Woo! Save the day. Thank you very much. All right. Back to baking. Using my spatula, I'm just gonna even out this batter just a little bit. The batter's in the pan, they are ready to bake. I'm gonna heat the oven to 350 degrees and bake these 3 cakes at the same time for 35 minutes. Before I pop them in the oven, I'm gonna take a little paper towel and wipe down the edges because somebody was a little messy. Once the cakes have baked, give them plenty of time to cool, and then we are going to stack them together and frost. There's the largest circle, a smaller circle, and then the top domed cake. So we're gonna stack them in that order. Over here, I have a cake plate, but you can use any plate that you're gonna serve this cake on or a cake stand. I'm just gonna be using this little flat plate, and it's on top of a turntable to make frosting a little bit easier. Then in this piping bag, I've dyed some buttercream icing to be a teal color. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the plate for the cake to stick. Boop, 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 just like so. Then we're gonna pick up the largest cake. We're gonna flip it this way. Whoop. Boom, and place in the middle. Now pipe icing over the top. I like to pipe an outline all the way around the cake, kind of like a fence. And be very generous with your icing because if your cakes didn't bake tall enough, you'll want to make sure you have enough icing in between, not only when you cut into the piece of cake to get a good piece of frosting between each layer, but so your cake will be tall enough for your doll. This cake pan was made to fit a standard doll. So just be very generous with the icing. And then fill it in using a zigzag motion. Zigzag, 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 zig, like that. Then using a small offset spatula, gently press down and smooth out the icing. After I popped them out of the pan, I also cut the cakes nice and level so they'd be flat and we could stack them like so. Line up the holes in the middle. There we go. And again, be generous with your icing. Put a lot on there. Boop. And again, get that spatula and smooth it out, really gentle. Last and final top layer, again, line up the top. bloop, just like that. Oh my gosh, look at us. Cake is stacked. Now we're gonna cover the entire thing with frosting, and it doesn't need to look perfect because we are gonna cover with fondant. To cover the whole cake in icing, I like to start at the bottom and work my way up to the top. Using a piping bag, I just pipe a line all the way around and then keep moving up. Doesn't need to look perfect, just cover it. What a cool turntable. You can give it a go and then just go like this. Let's see how fast we can go. Oh my gosh. That actually worked. Okay, let's do it one more time. Oh, I'm kind of impressed that that's actually working. A little silly, but not bad. Once the icing is on the cake, take a large offset spatula, apply gentle pressure. You don't want to take too much of the icing off. Spin, 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 around and around it goes. Just keep applying pressure and it's gonna get smoother and smoother and smoother as you go. Whee! Keep doing this until you get the cake as smooth as you'd like. The cake is iced, and now it is time for my favorite part. It is time to decorate. In front of me, I have started to roll out a very big piece of blue marshmallow fondant. I will put that recipe down in the description as well if you'd like to make marshmallow fondant. 1, it's delicious. 2, it is easy. All you need, marshmallows, a little bit of water, and powdered sugar. You pop it in the microwave for literally like 3 minutes. Then if you'd like to color it, you can add a few drops of whatever color you'd like it to be. All right, so I've almost got this rolled out, and I'm just rolling this out as big as I can because I'm gonna pick it up and place it on top of our princess cake. I'm also rolling out the fondant on top of a piece of parchment paper. It just helps it from sticking to the table, or you can sprinkle down some powdered sugar as well. Don't use flour though. If you're working with fondant for the very first time, use powdered sugar, not flour. This is a fondant rolling pin. It's huge, it's massive, it looks like a baseball bat, but we are going to gently roll the fondant on top of it, very gently. Whoa, that's heavy, whoa, that's heavy, and gently unroll it on top of the cake. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, right on over, right on over, right on over. Yes, 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 that is exactly what I want. Now you're going to ever so gently use your hands and pull down the fondant. Work the fondant down. I'm letting gravity do its thing. There we go. Here we go, there we go. The cake is covered with fondant, and now it is time for our doll. If you don't have the specific Captain Marvel doll, you can use any standard doll that you find at the store. Just make sure they have blonde or like a dirty blonde hair color. I actually cut her hair so it was a little bit shorter. These are cuts by Ro right here. She's got a few flyaways, we'll fix those, don't worry. Also, gave her a bra and some boy shorts because there's no free shows over here, and it actually looks really cute. I just did this with a little bit of like electrical tape. I've made little gloves out of fondant, just wrapped her hands, and I let those dry overnight so that they would harden. So now what I'm gonna do is take the doll and place it into the center of your cake. What I like to do is I like to puncture it. I'm using the end of a paintbrush. You can use a knife, whatever you'd like, but I just like to break the tension before I place the doll in so that the cake doesn't crack. And then in she goes. I'm having flashbacks to when Rebecca made me into a princess cake, a life-size cake, and I was having to get into the cake. Don't worry, girl, I know exactly how you feel right now because I've been there. There we go. Now I'm gonna get some fondant and add some extra details. Out of fondant, I made a bunch of little pieces over here. I'm gonna start with like her corset. I've cut the top to fit her body, and I've added this strip at the top. Now, her outfit has gold, but I used a bright yellow because I thought that that was really beautiful. And then line it up. Okay, that's a good size. Then to make it stick, I'm gonna use a little bit of water and a painting brush, and you put it on top of the fondant, which is sugar, so it acts as an adhesive and it will make it really sticky and it will stick to her. All right, here we go, girl. Let's get dressed. Wrap it around. I rolled out a red piece of fondant into like a log, and then I shaped it to more look like a triangle. And I did this because the space between the waist and the dress, I wanted to make it look more seamless. So what you do is you just go like this, to fill that in and then press in really gently. As you can see on her outfit, it has a red belt that goes all the way around, so that I thought that would be a perfect little detail for the dress. Now I'm gonna give the dress some straps. I've rolled out and put some little details on yellow pieces of fondant. So again, I'm gonna take a paintbrush and put a little bit of water on the back and connect it right over the shoulder. Her outfit has this amazing like star design right in the middle of her chest, and I love it. It's so beautiful. So I made that in fondant form. I thought this would be such a cute detail to put on the dress. It basically looks like a big brooch. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Out of the red fondant, we have 2 hexagons, and I've put some little details in here with a sharp cutting knife, and it kind of looks like the side of her belt. I'm lining them up with the belt to give the dress some cool details, just gently pressed together. For some extra detail, totally optional, I'm gonna stick these little guys onto the front. I've got a bunch of the details onto the cake, and I'm just gonna keep working with fondant and adding these different strips of red, yellow, and blue all around the dress. I just wanna add more flair. And I might even put a ribbon to match her belt around the bottom. It will kind of look like having the boots at the bottom of the dress, like a little pop of red. I don't know, I'm just gonna play with it. Ta-da! Here's our Captain Marvel cake that you guys requested. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love this recipe. This homemade blueberry cake recipe is delicious. I highly recommend. Recipe link down below. Also link down below if you're interested in getting the princess pan to make this cake. And if you like to see baking videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. I'm pretty sure because you requested it, you are as excited as I am for the new Captain Marvel movie, and I'm excited for the new Avengers movie. There's so many good movies coming out this year. I'll be taking a picture of this cake and posting it all over social medias. And if you have any other ideas for any other nerdy nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. Oh, and now I'm gonna take some pictures, and then I'm gonna have a slice right here in the back. I'm gonna cut a slice of blueberry cake. Look at that. Oh, I love these layers, and you can see the blueberries. This is so funny. I would just see this big blue dress. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like a blueberry muffin and a cake got together and had a love child, and it's amazing. You can make little cupcakes out of these, little blueberry muffin cupcakes. Yes. Oh, that's good. That's a winner. Winner. Bye-bye.